Hello and welcome to Lagcast. My name is Stu, and today we are back after about a 7-month hiatus to restart our podcast for season 3. So to my right, I have
James,
and to my left,
Andy,
and to his left, Ashe, and of course I'm Stu. And today we're going to come back and probably with a bit of a lighter podcast and talk a bit about what we've been up to, some of the games we've been playing, aka Monster Hunter.
pretty asked to do Ashes as well.
And we'll talk a little bit about Ashe. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Who is that? Yeah, who is he?
Okay, well, since everyone's so very curious, let's start with that. Ashe, who are you and what are you doing here at my table?
I think I've got the wrong time.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, we don't know you. So, what do you do for a living?
I keep the streets safe. Criminals.
So you're the literal Black Panther.
I'm like Judge Dredd without a gun.
You know
I work at various retail stores doing security.
Okay. You don't have to mention which retail stores you work in, but as security, when we were asking this question a bit earlier, what is the strangest thing you've ever had to stop someone from stealing?
Nothing obscure.
He's a liar.
But maybe gutsy. Someone stealing an entire 3-piece suit.
That's not really gutsy. That's just
Wearing it out the store.
To be fair, if
fashion.
I try it on and just try and walk out with it, yeah, I look good in this. What can I say? Oh, whoops! Look how good I look. So Ashe works in security for unknown retailers, and he stops the streets of Plymouth from being raided by people stealing free
He's
pieces.
not doing a good job. I mean,
Yeah, clearly. I've been outside, buddy. You need to work much harder.
Mad Max out there.
So we need to talk a little bit about what we've done since the last time. In fact, I don't even remember the last podcast we did that actually got aired, because I don't think I finished
You didn't do the last one.
I know that last year was the year of the live stream, if you like, and we tried our hardest to do live stream podcasts. But it was...
You hadn't had a baby. Andy hadn't had a baby.
No, I had a baby this time last year. Oh, did I not?
I think you did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, since she's coming up to 3 years old now.
You gave her away for a bit, didn't you?
Okay, well, I definitely had a baby.
Well, you got married anyway.
Oh yeah, you got married. That was.
I did get married. In fact, every year we do a new season. Like, something weird has happened in my life. Have a baby, get married.
Yep, definitely weird.
And now I'm about to have
not
this.
love or whatever it's meant to be. Some weird shit's happened in my life. I got married and had a baby.
Don't put words in my mouth, all right?
Are you the one that said it was weird?
I got a ring on my finger now. I get in trouble for that shit. But yeah, no, I did. I got married since last time, and I'm about to have my second baby. Thanks for all the congratulations, you cunts. Congratulations, motherfucker!
Woohoo, you did work.
I know. Yeah, exactly. That's an important thing to know. So, yeah, that's about it, really. I spent all my money on a wedding, and I'm now about to spend all my money on another baby. James, what have you been up to?
Not having babies, not getting married.
You did buy a cat.
No, we had 2 cats last time.
You did not. You had a cat last time.
Oh yeah,
Did have a cat.
had a cat. Cat died. Got 2 more cats.
Your cat did die. It was sad.
Rest in peace.
So you bought 2 of the same cats?
2 more cats. Went to Vegas.
You did? Oh shit, you did go to
I
Vegas.
saw CES. Did all the tech stuff. Other than that, nothing. Just not having babies. Living my life.
And Andy.
Bringing up my baby.
Yeah, see baby.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to find that time thing.
And Ashe, what have you been doing lately outside of saving the streets of Plymouth from themselves?
Not a lot, really. Saving the streets of Plymouth, saving the streets of Taunton, saving the streets of Truro.
You are doing a bad job.
You
These
are.
all awful places.
Yeah, to be fair, he has a point.
Not sure when your last podcast was, but I think
2002.
no.
Feels like it.
Obviously, going to your wedding reception, going to Open Towers with you guys.
Oh yeah, we went on.
Oh Christ, yeah, you did.
Was that?
It's all of Blair.
Yeah, well, to be fair, a lot happens. What tends to happen is we go through a revival around February, and the reason for that is we watch the Super Bowl around here. We all go, why are we not doing a podcast? We were so good at it. We do it for 3 months, then we stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, come August, you probably won't be hearing from us again.
And we'll see you next February.
But at the moment, we're looking at new ideas for the podcast and the kind of audience we're reaching out to, and things that we want to do with the YouTube channel, since, just talking into a microphone about stuff we've done is not necessarily interesting to people out in the wider world.
Who is our audience?
Well, honestly, we've got 86 subscribers, and they're real subscribers on YouTube.
They?
I don't know who they are.
Like real
I-
people.
No, they definitely are.
They're
They're definitely real people. 'Cause
Your mum's one.
your mum is one of them.
Well, of course.
My mum is not one of them. Although, mum, come on now. But we want to look at doing other things. So maybe some short films. Take inspiration. Yeah, why not? We could do the Collectors 2 for Spike and Spike Projects. Who knows?
We could.
Some collaboration projects are in the works. Who knows where we could go with this? But we definitely want to try and get some more consistent material. So if you have any ideas for us, let us know, because we have no idea.
I know what they're going to say.
More.
Leave it.
Yeah, stop doing it.
It's enough.
Can you guys stop getting drunk and talking into a microphone, please?
Internet's full.
You have nothing to say that no one else is saying already.
Yeah.
That's the realization.
Sure, all right, yeah.
Well, let's get into the gaming section then, because at least we all, more or less,
Ashe doesn't play games.
yeah. Well, let's talk about the big elephant in the room, which is Monster Hunter, that we're all playing right now,
Yeah.
and has absorbed our lives. And it's only been out 2 weeks at this point.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. So this is the first Monster Hunter I've played properly, got into, and it has literally absorbed my life. I'm now 115 hours into it. That's not as much as some people we know who are 150, 160 hours plus.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about Monster Hunter, James.
Well, I
if
mean, you've played it the most.
But if you had to describe it, how would you describe it?
I don't know. It's pretty basic, but also enthralling. You don't really do much. You just chase some things and.
Okay, imagine Ashe has never played Monster Hunter in his life. He hasn't, by the way.
Yeah.
And you had to describe it to him in a way that he could understand. You got to pitch it to him.
Imagine you're a poacher. Imagine like that. And then you've got a massive sword and you kick the shit out of an innocent animal. And then it slowly limps off to its cave to fall asleep to try and heal itself. And then you say no, you catch it or kill it and then rip off all its skin and wear it.
Bit like fox hunting, but
And you don't get as many
less
horses.
posh.
And less Tories, yeah, absolutely.
The lower classes can do it as well.
But the fox is a T-Rex.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine the fox was a T-Rex.
Then I wouldn't be chasing it with a sword.
You clearly
It would
don't.
be chasing me.
You don't know the way. You do not know the way.
I do know the way.
It does seem kind of like the opposite thing to do, though.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to chase a massive dinosaur and then try and kill it.
Now I want to wear its teeth as a necklace.
It's fun. I don't know why it's fun. I couldn't tell you why it's fun.
One of the, I guess most harrowing, not memories, but one of the weirdest things, not weirdest actually, I don't even know how to describe
What are
this.
you doing?
One of the worst things I've seen in that game is playing with you and Theo at the time, killing a raptor. And, this raptor's quite hard in the early game. And then we're all quite high level. So running into this raptor's lair and 3 people just battering it. And it can't even stand up. We've just hammered into it so much. And it limping off on the first load. It was the saddest thing I ever saw. I genuinely felt bad for this NPC creature that we have just chav circled and given a Chelsea smile and told to fuck off.
Didn't have a chance. It literally was the first time, because usually you kill them a bit and then they run off or they fight you. This one was just on the floor in seconds and dying.
It was bonkers.
It's like happy slapping a raptor.
It's exactly what it was. And funnily enough, this raptor has a camera flash for its special moves. So happy slapping is a pretty apt way of putting it, I'd say. But for those who have never played a Monster Hunter game, it is essentially a loot grind. So you have an animal that you track, you kill, you wear its skin, you create armor and weapons out of it, rinse, repeat all the way through the game. Sounds boring, but
yeah, I don't know why it's good.
it isn't. It is the most addictive game I've ever played.
Because you get giant swords.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think it's because the armor's so different. Each armor's so different, and then it looks cooler.
It's the anime dream, honestly. Giant two-handed swords, giant two-handed katanas, giant bow guns, machine guns. Every type of weapon you can think of is in this game.
Also, you can make really sexy characters.
And I think that's the other side of this game that people seem to like, is the way the armor looks. So James, for example, spent a good week straight chasing
Great hornflies.
Yeah, great hornflies. One particular item to create armor that looks like a butterfly. So he would look he could look like a giant butterfly. The one thing we're not mentioning is your cat. So you have a cat companion called a palico that you can also dress in armor and weapons. And I think that's probably my favorite part of the game. is making my cat look cool as shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Getting that puss.
Yeah, getting that puss looking like a T-Rex.
Is that the no Gigante armor when you make him look like a gremlin?
Yes, he does. And currently, if you've got Horizon Zero Dawn, you can make him look like one of the monsters out of that as well, which is kind of cool.
And if you have the Mega Man Anniversary Edition, you can make him look like Mega Man.
Yeah, mine currently looks like it's in a wedding dress, which I quite like.
You married your cat.
I married my cat. It does all my work for me. And this cat, obviously, it's
insight to your life, there, wasn't it?
A little bit. The good thing about these cats is they as companions, they can break parts of animals for you. They can heal you. They can throw bombs for you. There's a bunch of stuff that they can do to help you out in fights. So if you're playing solo, it's a great companion to have. If you're playing with other people, though,
they fade. They just disappear.
Just disappear into the ether.
A bunch of Japanese people join in, and your cat disappears.
Yeah. And this is the first time we've managed to convince Andy James to come play with us on the PS4. So tell us how you feel about it.
I love it. It's great. I haven't managed to put the 120 hours in that some of you have, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm going through my own pace. It's nice as well because I think when if I'm getting stuck on, you guys can jump in and give me a hand as well, and it doesn't matter too much because you still get some cool stuff. And it's really nice, and I enjoy that. But there's no sort of defined path either. So you can basically just do everything at your own pace, and you don't have to do these things in order to progress further.
Yeah, no, totally.
You can. There's so many different things to do that it's nice. I've quite often just like out on an expedition, like farming stuff.
Yep.
That's fun.
And from what I understand from the previous Monster Hunter games was a lot more about going out into the wilderness and farming those kind of expeditions. A lot more of a grind. So this one they've really tweaked it so that the casual player can pick it up. And casual players right here, absolute casuals here.
The first time that Andy played it was when we were flying that Basil juice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the B-52 bomber.
Yeah, and he just left because we were just getting so salty.
Yeah,
it was the worst thing I've ever fought in my life.
Jump into a party. You guys sound like you're having a really bad time. I'm just gonna go and
yeah,
awful.
It was a bad time, but the game has absorbed our lives for the most part, and I would recommend it to anybody. It is the most fun I've had in a video game for quite a while, outside of probably Neo at this point, or Destiny 1. It's that good.
It's also it's the first time that Monster Hunter has been brought to the wide audience as well.
Yeah, totally.
Because before it's always been around, but it's always been quite a niche game that it hasn't had many people play it.
Yeah.
And now, outside of Japan, loads.
Absolutely, Japan. But outside of that, you'd only get a few people who are into like sort of Japanese games that would really enjoy it. But now the wider audience has seen it and they're taking it on and they really enjoy it.
It's the best-selling Capcom game ever now.
Ever.
It's beaten Street Fighter.
Holy crap!
It's the best game they've ever sold.
That is impressive when you consider how much of a grind the other ones used to be. Like this will always put me off the last Monster Hunters, but it is genuinely amazing. So Ash, we know that you haven't been playing that. So what was the last game you played?
Cut the Rope.
I think
it
would have been a while ago, probably something like Battlefield 4 on EA Access. So I was playing that quite a bit.
Battlefield 4.
What one's how long? Battlefield 4 is 360, isn't it?
Xbox One.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
that's not really a console, though.
But it was like one of the first ones on the Xbox One, wasn't it?
Came out with Rise.
I'm not entirely sure. I think Battlefield 3 was on there because that was on Access. Possibly 2.
2 wasn't.
Nah, 2 was definitely 360.
Or Bad Company, would that be?
That's 360.
You're going way back.
There was a few new ones last time I played.
Yeah, Allied Assault was on the Xbox One as well, wasn't it?
There was a few released on EA Access last time I played, which I replayed. So.
When was the last time you turned on your Xbox?
I'm not sure if they were Xbox 360 games.
What do you own console-wise? Do you have an Xbox One?
Yeah.
Bad choice.
What
are you playing on that shit console?
Well, to be fair, I've picked up my Xbox One again.
Yeah, it's stupid. Why did you do that?
Because I want to play PUBG with people on the Xbox.
Did you own it on the PC?
I do own it on the PC.
Do you know what an Xbox One is?
I do know what an Xbox
It's
One
a low-end PC.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you play with us?
Yeah. We can play with them.
You guys don't play together on PUBG, do you?
We play on PC.
You two?
Yeah.
Oh.
We used to, and then you fucked off to Xbox One.
Where's our squad?
Yeah.
Oh, I stopped playing for for I stopped paying for 4. There was a reason I stopped playing, but it wasn't you
We
guys.
were still playing, and then you just went, "No, get on Xbox One." I'm bored Xbox.
Well, I've just moved my PC downstairs as well, so I can totally play PUBG on the PC.
It's too late now.
Oh wow, we're done.
You
I'm
can't.
not interested.
You're on Xbox One. We've got a new group.
Have you picked up PUBG? You got Xbox One. So
I haven't played it now.
when was the last time you touched your Xbox?
Months ago, I've been busy.
Doing what? What have you been doing?
We've already established you're doing a terrible job.
Covering holiday sickness, absences,
Wow, you got
working away in various places around the southwest. So a lot of the time I'm staying away from home.
It sounds like you're a celebrity, but you're not.
Yeah, totally. Like you sound like you have this
like
really.
you shit low end.
Yeah, you talk about it like you are the most balling person. Like, I'll travel around the country, save people, I'll do this. You don't.
It's like you're from EastEnders, but you're doing Panther.
Yeah. Well, I have a story about that.
If I was in EastEnders, I'd choose to be Alan Jackson.
Who's Alan Jackson? We don't want
country singer.
EastEnders.
Sonia Jackson's black stepdad.
Not the country singer, Alan Jackson. Okay, just so we can establish that.
So you went for the black person. You could have been anybody in EastEnders.
I just thought of Alan Jackson.
He's racist. He's racist.
It's-
Racist. Wow, that's not a bad impression considering.
I have no idea. There could have been anyone.
Oh yeah, my name's James. I don't watch EastEnders.
Or
What the
maybe
hell watches EastEnders?
You do.
maybe Dot Cotton. I don't know.
I know Doc Cotton. She's still alive, isn't she?
Oh, I haven't watched this.
What's the shittest soap you watch?
I remember when you used to come back from school and the crap version of Neighbours.
Home and
Not
Away?
Home and Away, something else.
Brookside.
Nah, it was on
Australian
Channel
one.
5, and it was awful. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, that one.
Oh.
It was like Sea something or
What-
Seaside something.
Well, I mean, right now, what's the crappiest one you watch?
Nothing. I
Don't lie.
watch
Don't lie to
soaps.
me, James.
No,
What's the worst one that Roberta watches then?
all of them.
All of them.
She watched Celebrity Big Brother. That was awful.
No, really?
Yeah.
So who was in there this time?
Anne Widdecombe. The drag queen was in it. That news reporter that was a man turned into a woman.
Oh right, yes.
Bunch of people. I don't really know.
And Deck.
And Deck went in it.
I wish found it.
Deck was still in rehab, I think. At the time.
Was he?
Yeah, he had a big drink problem.
Has. I imagine you don't get over it.
He was definitely in it.
Get well soon, Ant. Get well be soon.
Oh.
Oh gee.
No, well, you would probably watch more then.
I don't really watch soaps, but I do watch some trashy TV. That's for sure.
Now what?
Recently, oh, actually, I don't know. When Celebrity, what's it called? Not Celebrity Dancing.
It's a bit deaf.
Strictly Come Dancing's on. I watched that.
Don't watch it.
In fact, we watched the Bake Off.
Yeah, Bake Off was alright.
We watched the Bake
Off's-
Off. Like
Bake's good.
absolutely losers. We watched the Bake Off.
Well, no, because I've got a Star Baker apron.
You can't even cook.
Yeah, it don't matter. I've got an apron.
Fair.
Hot noodles.
What about yourself? What's the trashiest or worst soap you watch?
I don't watch any soaps.
You must watch something.
I genuinely don't watch any soaps.
He
What's
watches.
the worst thing? What's the most embarrassing thing you watch?
Finding Bigfoot.
Finding Sasquatch.
A fucking shitty movie.
I have a guilty pleasure in watching stuff like Gold Diggers and like and what else do I watch?
Keeping on the Kardashians.
Ice Road Truckers
Right.
and anything on Discovery. They're
Ancient Aliens. All the good
Oh,
ones.
Ancient Aliens is
all
great.
that stuff,
Yep.
because it's all bollocks, but
Yep.
I love it. Absolutely love it. My favourite show, it's not terrible, is Forged in Fire, which is kind of like MasterChef for blacksmiths.
Oh.
It's so good.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Real good. It's just like MasterChef, but they make knives instead.
It's funny. I saw an advert for a sci-fi show similar, but instead of doing not cosplay, but like creature design for horror films and stuff. So it's like I guess the same sort of.
I've seen that.
Prospect.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the designs looked incredible. I've never heard it ever before, and I thought it'd be big amongst cosplayers. It's a big thing though. Ash,
Cosplaying.
yeah, cosplaying.
Cosplaying a big thing.
Cosplay's are massive. What are you talking about?
Ash cosplays.
Yeah, it's Black Panther. We've already established
This
this.
is actually a costume. I'm not actually black.
Yeah, exactly. What's the trashiest or worst show you watch?
Last time I used to watch soaps, things that I didn't really like was stuff like
Didn't really like. No, stuff
no,
you did
trashy.
But the thing is, you don't classify Hollyoaks as trashy. So I don't know what trashy is for you.
Stuff like Only Way is Essex. I used to absolutely hate the fakeness of it, and people used to believe it and buy into it.
You
that
watched-
sort of.
But you
stuff.
watched it just to be sure.
forced with women, but yeah.
Forced with women.
They were watching the TV. I was in the room. I watched it, but hated it.
See, now he's making himself sound like a pimp, you know? Like all these women he's been hanging around with, watching The Only Way to
What's he doing now?
All the traveling. What else?
Stuff like Hollyoaks as well. That's pretty bad.
But he loves it, doesn't he?
I'm trying to think.
Wow. I caught an episode of Hollyoaks not too long ago, and I swear to God, there's at least 2 people in there that have been in it since the day I watched it back in school. Because it's been on for
That guy with the
the coffee shop. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony that owns the restaurant.
Yeah. Since day 1 of Hollyoaks, he's been in it. He's still there now.
This is getting paid.
That's true.
They're making more money than we are.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, you reckon? Cool.
Yeah, no.
Hollyoaks, that was good.
Hollyoaks.
Great.
Shout out to our peers.
Guilty pleasures for trashy TV.
Oh, please continue.
I do enjoy Barbecue Pitmasters on Netflix.
Hey, who doesn't like that?
Yeah, that's
God,
good.
That's fantastic.
Basically-
Why is that guilty pleasure? That's just a pleasure.
That's just
Pit,
gospel.
Pitmasters isn't a guilty pleasure. The other one is the bloody fry cook-off one.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a guilty pleasure because there's
Deep
no.
fried masters.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's because you're not a chef to fucking deep fry something. You were deep frying someone else's concoction.
7 minutes in fat. There you're done.
It's like I've made a velvet cake. Or no, what was it? The red velvet cake, and then put it on and then deep fry it, and then that's it. That's their thing. And it's the store-bought deep velvet, whatever it is, and deep fry it.
Sounds great.
It's pretty disgusting.
And they lose points if it isn't on stick. It's so stupid. Like you can't walk around a fair with this, so you lose points.
That sounds amazing.
But yeah, the only thing I didn't like about Barbecue Pitmasters was the stupid. They watch it on a video screen, but the video screen clearly CGI'd in afterwards, so they're looking at a blank screen and they're pretending. It was just
Like we're doing right now.
yeah, it was awful. But
Actually, Brazzers on that laptop.
It's my screensaver.
what's Brazzers?
Yeah, what is Brazzers, Ash?
What is Brazzers?
I heard it on a group chat on the internet once. I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's a porn website, actually.
Get there before it gets taken away.
Okay, well, now we've got that out of the way. Let's talk about shows on Netflix that, since we're already on that we do like. Not Pitmasters, like Netflix originals that you've been watching. So I've been watching Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, that was alright.
I quite liked it.
It got a bit weird with the floppy man.
The floppy man.
The hyperdrive man.
Oh, right.
That one's weird.
The guy that Kevin Spacey fucked.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, he's a bit weird. I didn't get that.
Until that guy told the press and he ended up fucking Kevin Spacey.
Well, I mean,
Put a
just,
He's here
just
all
so we're
week.
clear, Kevin Spacey clearly deserved it, but yes, I get your point.
He's a predatory homosexual.
No, he's a proud homosexual. That's the way he came out.
Yeah, Star Trek Discovery, very good special effects, I thought.
It definitely didn't feel like a TV show, really. It felt quite big budget, but I genuinely thought it was a good Star Trek story. It started quite weak and then got a lot better.
floppy
The
hyperdrive
floppy
man.
hoppy drive, man.
That was weird. It didn't make sense.
What do you mean by floppy? I'm confused.
They just flop through space. Like when he goes, all right, I'll do it, and then they just flop around.
They don't flop around. They follow a network of.
Yeah, but you see it flop around. It doesn't
Where
go in
it
a straight
twists.
line.
You mean where it twists?
Twists and flops off into a different dimension.
The drive bends space, which makes the ship transport to another dimension.
Yeah, cool. Flopping.
Sure, flopping around with the floppy shit.
But that proves that there's other dimensions. So
Yeah,
why?
but if you've watched it all the way through, there are.
Yeah,
we
but why
explore
are
that.
they exploring different dimensions now?
Be-
Why do they keep going back to the original dimension?
Because the one they went to was pretty messed up.
Yeah.
But whatever.
That story.
Because I don't think they also didn't mean to do it, did they? It was done by accident.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because he has a problem with
Well, anyway, Star Trek Discovery was good. Did you watch it? You should.
the Schofield Paradox.
I haven't watched that yet.
I
I
haven't
keep seeing
watched
I keep seeing the trailer. It's got the guy from IT Crowd, isn't it? The Irish guy.
The Irish guy, yeah.
I keep seeing the trailer for it.
Apparently, it's in exact time with the first Cloverfield movie. So
Oh, really?
anything that happens in that movie is happening at the same time in that movie.
Interesting.
So there's like an earthquake.
But it got
and that's the beginning of Cloverfield.
It got slated though. Like people said it was terrible.
Well, the thing that everyone was moaning about was the fact that why does a spaceship that shouldn't have any weapons on it have the ability to 3D print a gun and bullets?
Because that's the future we live in.
Yeah.
It's Trump's America.
But so I watched Big Mouth. That was quite funny.
Big mouth.
The animated thing
yeah.
with Nick
Weird.
Kroll. It was weird,
Oh,
but it was
yeah.
very funny.
Real weird.
Like it's basically about puberty, but they've got it right. It's just grim.
really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched a documentary where the guy gets accused of drawing dicks everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called for the life of me now.
It's basically making a murderer, but
a piss takeout.
yeah.
I tried to watch that. I was really hungover when I watched it. I didn't. It wasn't in the right mindset. It wasn't funny. It wasn't moving fast enough.
Yeah, it did go quite slowly.
Well, I remember watching the first 20 minutes going, I can't tell if this is real or not. Like, I genuinely thought I was watching a documentary.
The Unabomber series was good.
Yeah.
You didn't watch that?
No, I didn't. And I watched the Castlevania series when I came on. Did you see that?
No.
Castlevania was great.
So the second series is due pretty soon. I'm quite looking forward to that. What about yourself? You're a Netflix. You watch quite a lot of Netflix.
I watch a lot of everything.
You do a lot of Netflix and chill.
Cloverfield Paradox, which if you've seen the first film...
Did we not just talk about this?
Yeah, but he
No, I'm
didn't,
just
he
saying
didn't
I've
get
seen
Oh,
it
okay.
because
He
Andy
ain't get
hadn't seen it. I thought if you've seen the first film, it will make sense, and then you will probably enjoy it. Whereas if you just watch Cloverfield Paradox on its own, it will make a lot of sense as to what's happening. And you probably won't enjoy it as much. I've been watching another guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh,
I've
boy.
been watching The Crown about the royal family. So I've been watching that. I've been enjoying that. A little bit old-fashioned.
Middle-aged housewife.
Yeah, but I've been enjoying that. All sorts of stuff. I like the.
Everything. You name it. The Crown.
This isn't a job interview, mate.
Anthony Bourdain cooking shows. Bit of travel, bit of cooking.
They're amazing.
They are.
They're so good. No Reservations is fantastic.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
yeah,
he-
real good.
Sorry.
You carry on.
He doesn't just go for the cooking, he goes for the culture. So
Okay.
he'll do things that maybe the locals do where they eat some of the culture, some of the businesses in those countries. So when he goes to, say, Sicily, I think he goes to lunch with the mayor of Palermo, goes to get a handmade suit.
Yeah, but that's not really like slumming it, is it? It's not like
No.
he's going to
Well, no,
South Africa
but-
and going to those metal slums.
Rather than going to the best restaurant in that country, he's going to where the locals eat.
With the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really
and a black card.
yeah, really like, oh.
I've been checking out something recently. There's a show on Netflix again. It's called Food, Booze and Tattoos. And it's a South African travelling around South Africa.
Oh, amazing.
And he basically goes to food joints. So he goes to like barbecue places, goes to other kinds of places where they make sweet food. He goes to breweries, he goes to gin distilleries, cocktail bars, that kind of stuff. And then he also goes to visit different tattoo artists around the place, and it's amazing. So like South Africa is like my favourite country ever.
South Africa?
And,
Yeah. That's what he said.
absolutely, yeah.
Why'd you say it like that? South Africa.
Are
you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the place.
I've only been once, and I had a great time when I was there.
I didn't go.
I know you did. Yeah.
Gave it to someone else, didn't I?
You did. Like a mug. We won a trip to South Africa. He gave it to one of his staff at the time.
Mug.
Because I believed in them.
Yeah, look where it got you. Look where it got you. The thing is, we at that point in our lives now where these cooking shows are like acceptable to watch as.
No, it's just
Standard.
you get different interests, don't you?
What's
Like,
what I'm
'cause
saying? Are we at
before,
that age now?
You drink petrol and then wake up and eat 3 5-pound pizzas from Tesco's and then go out and drink
Sorry,
more
when
petrol.
was I drinking petrol?
When you were a teenager.
What?
You just get up, you just drink anything you could find, get drunk, wake up
That's
the next
fair.
morning, not have a hangover, eat a pizza, go out and drink again, and do that forever. But
That's-
now you're like, if I drink, I will die.
To be fair, you're right.
Yeah, so you find what you can enjoy, and cooking shows are all right because you're like, oh, that's nice.
Well, this feeds
You
in.
wouldn't make it.
This feeds in a little bit to like gaming habits. So, well, let me finish my
All
fucking
right.
sentence. One of the worst gaming habits I have is that when I'm playing a video game, I like to have another background noise or like something playing. So I like to have a film on or some music on in the background so I can concentrate. Not even on what I'm doing, I guess. And my go-to when I was a teenager, specifically in my World of Warcraft years, was American Pie. Like I used to just have it on in the background while I was playing American
Pie. Well, let's play American Pie. I have American Pie on in the background.
When I was playing World of
Somebody get
Warcraft.
the pie fucking in stereo.
It was pointed out to me. God, it must have only been about a week ago. I was playing Monster Hunter and I was watching The Office US on my laptop, but I wasn't really watching it. It was just noise in the background.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You don't do that? Does anyone else do that?
Ever.
Yeah, like
Always.
what is that about?
I always have, if I'm playing a game on screen one, there's always either music or telly on screen too. And I don't watch the TV, and I don't really play the game.
Yeah, totally.
And
What? Well, then what's the point? You're just
Well, because
giving yourself a stroke. Surely.
Because Monster Hunter and World of Warcraft are very similar when it comes to the grind aspect. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. It becomes such second nature that you don't need to hear what's happening. You're not really interested in the same monster roaring every 5 minutes. So having someone in the background is quite soothing, I guess.
Yeah, no.
Because you're not, well, you don't do that.
James is only a one-screen boy though.
Man, no, like if I'm doing stuff in the house, then I'll have TV on or something. But not when I'm playing games. The games are
Ash?
In
game
my
time.
PlayStation days, I used to always have music playing in the background.
What PlayStation? We're talking 1, 2.
PS1,
Yeah. that's-
possibly PS2, but definitely PlayStation 1. I'd have a 3 CD changer instead. rotating,
Oh,
rotating,
we're back some
I
years
went money
now.
back.
rotating
Yeah.
in hip hop. So around 1997, 98 sort of era.
This Stone Cold
Whenever
jersey.
I played games, I used to play hip hop in the background. So
A lot of the going back to like PS1. Once the game had loaded, you could open the disc tray and then you could put an audio CD in.
Yeah.
And then that way you could actually listen to whatever music. You
On some games, not all
Not
games.
on all of them,
Yeah.
but on some of them.
So, out of the 3 people that will listen to this podcast or watch this,
No one.
if you're a gamer, do you do the same thing, and why do we do it? What is that about?
Leave a like and a comment.
Leave a like and a comment. Subscribe.
God's dead.
God is
Putting
dead.
it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I do that a lot. I say I'm going to put it over here. I don't know how to do it. To be honest, I keep getting in trouble with Stu because I cannot work YouTube for a while.
Click the annotation above.
He watches too much YouTube, and that ties in nicely to the next segment.
What are you
YouTube.
tying into? You're tying in nothing here.
YouTube channels. So
Elephants. That ties in nicely to the apartheid.
South Africa.
Yeah, cool.
the
I'll see the connection.
YouTube channels is a good tie-in. So we spoke about the things we watch on Netflix. We've spoken about gaming habits because of background noise. Netflix and DVDs specifically just seem to be things I use. So YouTube channels. What YouTube channels do you frequent?
SPK projects. That's it.
Just SPK projects.
That's it. Hang up YouTube. That's it. That's all you need.
Turtle videos.
That's it. I want to watch those free town movies. That's it.
Okay. Well, outside of that, what other YouTube channels do you subscribe to and why?
Mikey.
Ash, we're going to start with Ash, not you.
I can't name them specifically, but one's with green tech stories from 4chan
Wait, are you a 4chan lurker?
for life.
Oh boy,
Oh,
I knew it.
God.
I knew there was a dark side to him after all. He's a
He's
troll.
He's an old faggot.
He's the reason. He is the reason that Donald Trump won the bloody election.
Green tech stories.
Which board on
true-
4chan do you browse?
What is a
I
green
haven't been on
text?
4chan for a while, but like I
Liar.
said,
What's a green tech story?
The green text story is when someone writes a story about something they've done, but in green text.
and it's usually something funny or something awkward
Oh, me when. Imagine
Yeah.
me at 14.
Yeah.
Me 14.
that they
Walking
shit
down the
themselves in public or accidentally had sex with a relation. Or
Also, just again,
Accidentally had
disclaimer: if you don't know what 4chan is, or you should do if you're watching this, because otherwise,
It's dead.
What is your life?
4chan can't still be going.
no, it's still going. Don't go there. Don't go there. It's not for you. Carry on.
yeah, as I was saying, green tech stories from 4chan, true stories from Reddit, a few of the cooking ones.
You're watching video versions of text.
But that's
someone reads. the
isn't that what
compilation
all
of
videos are?
stories.
It's just text that's now film.
No.
Yeah, it is. A script is
No,
now
because
film.
he's watching that text on the screen.
I usually listen
There's
to
someone
it.
speaking.
No,
in te-
you're not. You're just watching the text on the screen.
I
eh?
usually listen to it if I'm going to bed.
He
I'll
is.
listen
You're
to
right.
a
Sorry, I
podcast
take it back.
and I'll-
Yeah,
you're
right. It's
You're right.
not new content.
I thought someone was recreating these, but
No.
no, just he's watching words.
One of the ones I like, I can't think of the name, but it's two guys that've got a channel and
The
they've
better it
got
is.
3 price points of fast food or restaurant food. So they'll compare, even though there are 3 different price points, one might be ridiculously cheap, one might be ridiculously expensive, but they'll work out which is the best value on their experience of having that food. So it might be pizza. The first pizza is $2, just a cheese and tomato pizza for $2. Second one is dining in a restaurant for about $26. And the third one would be one for about $2,000, which uses luxury ingredients, squid ink in the dough of the base, gold leaf,
That's not fast
truffle.
food, is it?
So even though one might be expensive, they might find it's a better value experience having the more expensive one than the cheaper one.
And what's that channel called?
I can't think off the top of my head, but
You can't even plug it.
Made it up.
Oh boy. Well, the internet is clearly wasted on you. Andy.
So, being still a massive WoW nerd, I follow a lot of the WoW guys. So like Asmongold, Belly Gaming, and Bajira, a few of the guys.
So you're still watching World of Warcraft videos?
Absolutely, yeah.
What is it? Well, I mean, are you watching like raids? Are you watching how-tos, like guides and stuff? What is
bits of everything.
Streams?
Really.
Because streaming's obviously now massive, right? I think it's completely overtaken YouTube at this point, or it seems to have.
For now, but then Facebook bought Twitch, even though.
Oh,
No. Facebook bought. Oh, what did they buy? Oh, they bought the rights to esports, and then they're taking it off of Twitch and putting it onto their own thing.
Well,
So Facebook's basically going to ruin streaming.
Twitch is definitely. I don't really watch YouTube as much as I now watch Twitch. Watching people play games is now a thing people do, and
I don't watch Twitch at all.
yeah, I do. See, like watching speedruns of Bloodborne was like, obviously Shane and Theo got me into it, to be honest. But it's amazing watching these people, just how good some people are at video games. Like it's really interesting to watch. I watched some. I tried really hard to watch Dr. Disrespect.
I don't get him.
I don't get him at all. I don't get how he's popular.
50 grand for being a wanker.
Yeah, I mean, give me 50 grand. I'll be more of a wanker. It's you know.
It's true.
One stream, 50 grand.
Yeah.
Because he took some time off because he cheated on his wife and neglected his kids. He came back and they gave him 50 grand for doing it.
Well, forget his personal demons for a second. Just the fact he's playing
Demons.
Yeah, the fact he's playing video games
Being a wanker.
and getting paid that much money for it, and just to be an asshole on
It's
stream.
the dream.
It's the dream.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, actually, it is hard to hate him for it, but I don't. It's not. It's not for me. You know.
I would be happy for one stream like tipping out of 5 grand, and I'd be like, that's a bit much, but I'll take it. If you were getting 50 grand for one stream, that's like probably should donate 45 grand of this to something because this is a bit too much.
But yeah, we've done some streaming ourselves, and it's fun as it is
50, 20, 55, 60 grand every time.
as fun as it is to play video games, which is that's all it is. I am not good enough at video games to be interesting for people to watch, right?
It's not about the video game.
So what is it about?
It's about the banner, isn't it? It's about the banner.
But I struggle to have banner on this podcast, let alone a fucking live stream to myself.
You gotta be like over exaggerating.
So basically, what you say is you have some talent.
Oh no, it's over exaggerate everything. Everything is like
50k.
James could. James has this ability to be a sarcastic, dry cunt. So, he probably could be quite good.
Well, no, what you got to do, like, if you were playing a scary game, just whatever you thought would be scary, quadruple it. Or play through once and then figure out what scary bits it, and then accidentally be like, "Whoa, it's terrifying!" And that was spooky, wasn't it, guys?
Clearly bad. Anyway, back to YouTube channels. So YouTube channels that you watch, you like to watch World of Warcraft videos?
Yeah, no, other stuff that I've been I watched. There's a show called Roadkill.
Roadkill. Okay.
It's an American show, and it's a couple of guys who work for Hot Rod magazine.
Okay.
And
Not what I was expecting.
Motor Trend. And they go and they do these really cool things like this. So they'll go and go fly across the country, buy a shit car, and then try and do it up so to bring it back. My favourite episode is when they drive this real big pickup truck, and they take it with a boat on the back.
Right.
And they engine swap the engine from the truck into the boat,
Right.
and then race the boat, then put the engine back into the truck.
Right.
And it's incredible. It's like a real shit Top Gear.
That would be the
Like a shit.
the Grand Tour, wouldn't it? I'm kidding.
But it's fun.
Sorry,
Sorry.
sorry, Jeremy.
Sorry, Clarkson.
And there's also
It sounds like Scrappy Challenge, to be honest.
a little bit, yeah. They've also got like a sister program which is called Dirt Every Day, and that's all about 4x4s and off-road and that kind of stuff, which I'm really into.
Awesome. I watched. Christ. I don't really watch many channels anymore. Like I used to watch a lot of Ethan at H3. I don't really watch that anymore. He's doing his own thing. Bless him. Twitch is honestly where I spend most of my time now. What about you?
I watch a lot of YouTube, and probably
You're a memer, right? You're just looking for
it's a lot of
sweet memes.
Well, it's like regularly watch PewDiePie now because he's actually really funny. He's made enough money, he doesn't give a damn anymore, so his stuff's actually quite funny now. Good Mythical Morning, that's good. If you just want something to watch.
You watch DeFranco, don't you?
No, I don't watch him.
Oh.
He's boring.
I don't.
Bert watches him, but I just don't like it because it's all about news and opinions. Binging with Babish, that's really good. Only Plays, that's just really funny.
Is he still doing that, is he?
Yeah, it's still good. Psychic Pebble stuff, TV Maxwell stuff.
They haven't done anything for ages.
They still do a couple of extra things. Froggy Fresh just updated. He was telling about how he's cleaning stuff back.
Snap.
Do it.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Stamper TV, the Newgrounds channel.
You watch a lot.
Yeah, that's about 20 things that I consistently watch. Like Jesse Cox and those guys. The Cox
I think after the apocalypse, it kind of went downhill a lot.
If you were already popular, you were safe. If you weren't popular, you're screwed.
Yeah. The way YouTube's working at the moment, it's very difficult for people to not just launch, but stay alive as well, right? If you don't have a significant user base.
They were saying Logan Paul, even though they stopped him getting his money after that whole thing, when they cancelled his YouTube money, still was making about $1 million every month off his merch.
So I have a bit of a social experiment, if you like.
Let's go to a suicide
no.
forest.
Who is Logan Paul?
I've heard of them, but I don't know what they do.
Exactly, you heard of them. So you sound like a middle-aged mum going, "Oh, well, I've heard of those Xbox and PlayStations." Like, no. Logan Paul. Yes. Logan Paul.
No, it's always Nintendo.
Oh yeah, Nintendo's. Yeah.
Nintendo is everything.
The
Yeah.
Logan Paul is the second biggest YouTuber, I think, after PewDiePie. I think
No, he's not as big.
it is. PewDiePie is like 53 million.
No, PewDiePie's at 61 million.
Well, yeah.
I think Markiplier's second.
Well, anyway, Logan Paul's a massive YouTuber, right? I think he came from Disney originally.
Yeah, both of them did.
Yeah. And he's a bit of a he does vlogs. You know when I say vlogs, you know what I mean by that?
Kind of.
It's a video diaries basically.
It's a video log.
It's a video blog, isn't it?
Vlog.
Yeah. It's basically documenting his life and things he does. But he's a dickhead. Like he's a rich, entitled piece of shit.
Yeah,
Not in a funny way.
Yeah, but if you were 21 and a multi-millionaire, would you be any better?
Yes, I would.
Fuck off.
No. You've seen me drunk.
What were you doing when you were a teenager? Wasn't there a big bonfire at some point?
None of your concern what I did as a teenager. Anyway, I certainly would not have gone to Japan and the suicides forest in Japan. You ever heard of this place?
Yeah.
So the forest in Japan where it's known for its suicides. People go there to kill themselves because it's very hard for them to be found and caught, right? He goes there to camp out and see the haunted forest, finds a dead body, films it, and then laughs about it on film. Loses a bunch of subscribers from it. Goes away for 4 weeks? 3 weeks?
3 days.
No, it was longer than that. 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Didn't make a video for a while, made a documentary about suicide prevention and, really came back with this heavy PR. Then immediately his first video back is him tasing dead rats and trying to give CPR to a koi fish. And this man earns millions off YouTube. Like it's, I don't know. I mean,
The player.
I remember Jackass from back in the day, and I remember, what was the spin-off? Wild Boys? Do you remember that?
Wild Boys was awful.
But that's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
CKY before that was Bite Margera was the precursor to Jackass.
And I remember those days, and it was kind of, the edgy humor that it came with it. But, God, I still cringe at that stuff now. You look back at Jackass, it's quite cringy. You look back at the Wild Boys, it's very cringy.
Viva La Bam was probably the cringiest out of all of it.
Yeah, totally.
I still liked it when I was a teenager, but now I look at it and go...
But the point is
some of it's just so...
Logan Paul made more money off that video than I imagine they made off a whole series of Jackass.
He's got $9 million health and he's paid it off.
Can you imagine from just being do we need to just film myself being dickheads? Because if so, I'm ready to go down that path.
That's fine.
I'm ready. My child doesn't need to respect me if we're in a £9 million house.
I'll pay the bills. You do what I say, bitches.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, dickheads on YouTube and the apocalypse destroying it.
Yeah, well, YouTube's just going to die anyway. It doesn't.
It is, yeah,
It's not
totally.
made Google profit any time ever. It's not been profitable since the day it started. It's on its last legs. Whatever's going to happen. If this keeps happening, they'll get rid of it.
All right. Well, okay. Let's say you had to recommend one YouTube channel. What would it be?
Two, I'd say.
Go on.
Binging with Babish and Good Mythical Morning.
You?
text by 4chan people.
Subscribe. So let's say
Subscribe to Slenderman.
Subscribe to
Minecraft.
I can't think of any of the names of the channels. I've got them subscribed.
Oh boy, worst kind of fan. Andy,
Oh, well, an old one. Well, no, it's not an old one. There's one called Supercar Blondie.
oh
And
Jesus,
it's an Australian chick that lives in Dubai and just has millions of cars. And her most recent one was her getting a delivery of a Develle 16.
oh amazing.
And
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
it's a 5,000 horsepower supercar.
Oh.
It's
Is she rich or is it?
Yeah, it's,
Oh,
it's a 12. It's something like a 12.6 litre V16 quad turbo car.
Is there even such a thing?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And it looks like a fucking spaceship.
Amazing.
It's amazing. But yeah, it's just
So what's it called?
it's that supercar Blondie.
Supercar Blondie. I'll recommend SPK Projects.
SPK Project.
And what's Mikey Vlogs?
Mikey
Is that
Vlogs.
his name?
I don't
He's
know.
vlog life.
Mikey's Vlog Life.
Look at them.
Yeah, look at them.
If you've got any spare time,
Okay.
Check out
we
the
won't begrudge you if you don't.
Check out the set of videos.
Check out videos, please.
But obviously subscribe to us.
Don't subscribe to us.
No, please. God is dead and we are suffering.
There's no point.
Every day is just pain.
Well, I mean, we don't hit the enough to make any money. So.
Well, not just that. We don't hit enough to even edit our fucking channel at this point.
How many people do you need to edit it?
Like 100.
How many have we got?
86.
Okay, get 100 and then sack it off.
14 more, and James will eat a cake.
Oh, he definitely won't.
He's
He's on the gains train. He's not.
I'd eat a cake. No.
Well, we would like to get to 1,000 subscribers so that we could.
Don't. We don't.
Do it. We don't. In fact, if you're watching this, the internet is wasted on you.
I mean, if you're watching this is definitely a boost that Stu's paid for, and it's some random person in India.
Well, let's talk about so.
And if you're watching this, and Stu has paid for a boost, we're really sorry that we've interrupted your game.
Yeah.
Stu's boost is stopping
If-
Indian children going through child prostitution.
If I've boosted this video and you're watching it because you're ready to watch the next video, we've come up as an ad. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. It's
Wait,
just
you didn't come up with ads.
yeah. So basically, that's how boosting works. I had no idea. But you know those ads, the 5-second ads, the 15-second ads.
Yeah.
That's what the boosting does. So it either sticks you on the sidebar or it sticks you as a video before. So
Yeah.
it plays before the next video.
Yeah, but what is it that they play?
I think it's the first 15 seconds of our video.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So do you remember when I did the Neo? Remember I did the Neo review, just as
Yeah.
a kind of a tester.
Yeah.
They got 53,000 views off the back of the ad boosting, and the reason is because people were seeing Neo come up because I put the splash page as the front cover, and we're expecting some big YouTuber to do a good review, and then heard my dumbass voice.
Yep, alright, that's me, Stu.
It's our most disliked video.
How many dislikes?
And I had to delete like 16 comments and people just be like, fuck you, buddy.
How many dislikes has it got?
I don't know at this point. A few. I can't even look on the internet right now. But
No.
a fair few. But yeah, it's fun. Maybe I will boost this after all.
Yeah, I'd boost it.
Fuck you guys. I do what I want, right? Grown ass man. Right, let's move on to some films. So we've spoken a bit about YouTube, Netflix, and games. Let's talk about films. What are we looking forward to seeing?
Black Hype.
Black Hype, the film.
Yeah, Black Hype the film. Yeah.
Me too, actually. I'm looking forward to Black Hype, the film, or Black Panther. Is this called? You boys? No,
you're
not
not
interested.
Black Panther. No.
No.
No, I'm not into it. I don't really want to go to the cinema. I'm scared.
Yeah. Oh, actually, there's a fun story to talk about. So, it came about that there have been trolls on the internet making fake stories about white people being beaten up at the premiere of Black Panther. How do you feel about this?
Well, I think I'll be half safe if I go to the cinema to watch Black Panther.
Not with that attitude, you won't.
Yeah, cool.
Great. Cool story, bro.
It's gonna be a good movie, but I don't think it's gonna be as I don't know. Like, how good can it be?
I don't know.
I get it for the big changes and everything. Like, it's a full black cast and there's gonna be no whitewashing or anything in it.
There's a definite standout because of the cast.
Yeah, but like Black Panther wasn't that big a character in the Marvel universe.
But neither was Iron Man before the Iron Man films. Iron Man was a massive part of the Marvel universe. No, he wasn't.
I can remember.
Nope, he wasn't.
Stuff in the 80s.
No, let's just say it very straight right now. Nobody was talking about Iron Man before the Iron Man film came out for a long time. Not in a serious context.
Yeah, but if you were reading the comics, you'd be talking about Iron Man.
Yeah, but now the whole world's talking about it. The same way, if you're reading the comics, Black Panther would be
Yeah,
popular.
but he's got the back catalogue. Black Panther doesn't have the back catalogue like Iron Man does.
But he was still a popular character.
Nah, he wasn't that popular.
Anyway, the point stands. No one was talking about Iron Man.
Yeah, they
no
were.
one was talking about Black Panther.
If you
before
talked
they
about
introduced-
the one of the best Marvel comic book arcs, which is Civil War,
right,
it's Captain America and Iron Man.
right,
And that's been one of the biggest arcs in all of the Marvel
but
universe.
it's one story.
And then you've got when they fought Ultron. Guess who made that? That was Ant-Man.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it's nothing to do with Iron Man.
But-
That was Hank Pym.
Iron Man fought him and
No,
beat him.
no,
And then we
no.
look at when they fought Thanos.
Iron Man, Iron Man was always a secondary character in the comics. He
To who?
always was. To everybody.
No.
He was in the Avengers, but he was a secondary character.
Yeah, to who?
To
Captain America, that's it.
well,
And
there
then
you
that's
go.
Iron Man. That's how it is in the movies. He
No
was
one-
a big character.
Did you know who Iron Man was?
When I was
I think everybody knows who Iron
when
Man
I was a child, so in the 80s, I had an Iron Man action
There you
figure.
go, he had an action
So
figure.
I probably knew that it was Iron Man, but I probably didn't know his story.
Ah, cool
yeah, but did you
bullshit.
have a Black Panther figurine back then?
Didn't know who Black Panther was back
There you
then.
go.
Did you know who Ant-Man was?
No.
No.
Yeah, but Ant-Man's not a big
Did you
character.
know who Black Widow was?
It would have been Spider-Man, Superman, Batman,
Yeah, the big ones.
Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk. So those would have been
There was an Iron Man cartoon back in...
I remember.
those would have been the ones I would have
Yeah.
remembered.
I remember the Iron Man cartoon,
Yeah.
but again, he wasn't a big character.
He was a big character.
He was never considered a big character, mate.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't. He wasn't.
So where would you
Wasn't.
put him in the Marvel universe then?
Well below.
Pre-movie.
Well, let's do a ranking of them then.
Yeah.
Right, so let's talk about the biggest Marvel characters. Spider-Man would probably be number one.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, maybe Wolverine would be number one.
No, yeah, no, X-Men kind of like it's its own
Spider-Man
thing.
in the 80s, Wolverine in the late 90s, early 2000s. So the X-Men cartoon on.
Yeah, but Wolverine's always
It
been
was
quite
just I think that that's X-Men in the whole thing,
Yeah, but I
not
mean,
just Wolverine on his own.
Not just the comic book crowd, but I mean in general.
Yeah, but he's the one everyone remembers, but like he's part of the X-Men cartoon.
Yeah.
So like everyone, he'd be like next to Jubilee because like everyone knows who Jubilee was from that.
Okay, so anyway, Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
In fact, you could put, let's say X-Men. Let's say
Yeah. It's better to say
The,
X-Men.
the main tagline of the main cast of X-Men.
I'd say Spider-Man. Is
Fantastic
the most
Four. Yep.
Nah, come
Yep.
on.
Fantastic Four were way more popular than Iron Man.
Nah, I don't
Yep.
know. I remember the
Marvel's
Fantastic Four
first
cartoon.
family.
but
Marvel's first family. I'm
It
telling
doesn't
you.
matter. That's it.
Telling you,
Still suck.
they might suck, but they were more popular.
No.
Yep, definitely. Who else outside of that? What about?
Is Blade Marvel?
Yes.
Yeah, but,
But
mm,
he's a side character. He was always a side character.
I mean, from
then he went to prison for
the
tax.
release of the
That's the
movie.
reason.
No, that was Wesley Snipes.
Ah.
more well known.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you're going for like in terms of all of it, Batman's number one, then Superman, and then if you go through Marvel, yeah, then it
No,
would be Spider-Man.
It's DC. It's Superman, Batman. It's always been that way.
No,
Batman.
Batman is way better than Superman in terms of what everyone
Superman.
likes.
There's probably eras of which they've overtaken
not.
each other in popularity.
No, because
So
there's been a Batman movie nearly every decade.
That doesn't mean anything. Superman's the most recognizable
Christopher
superhero.
Reeve as
I don't know.
Superman.
Yes,
Oh, I don't know.
it is. I mean, we can't
You
prove
could put
it
on
right
par.
now.
If you could put on par, if you showed them the Superman S and you showed them the Batman symbol, I reckon
Right.
more people would know the Batman symbol. Over
I
the
would have
Superman
said
symbol.
No,
Christopher Reeve as Superman. He was at the height of his popularity.
Yeah, but he's a cripple now.
And then
No, he's
Michael
dead.
Keaton
Oh,
as
he's dead now.
Batman.
Even worse.
Michael Keaton as Batman regained Batman's popularity.
Yeah,
From
but
then
no, I
on.
think Batman, the camp Batman TV show always had a thing.
I'm not debating that in fandom, most people like Batman over Superman, but Superman is a much more recognizable superhero than Batman.
I don't know. Like
Yes.
that's close. That's
I'm
close.
pretty sure, in the grand scheme of things, I
If you
can't,
said-
again, I
if
can't
you-
prove
if-
it, but the two most recognizable characters in the entire world is number one, the Queen, Number 2, Superman.
No, in the world it'd be
Michael
Mickey Mouse,
Jackson.
then Super Mario,
Michael
then
Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
I don't think Superman is on there.
Yeah, he is. He's the 4th most recognisable symbol in
Let's
the
do
world.
a poll on our Facebook page for the
Yeah.
4 people that go on our Facebook page. We'll do a Batman or a Superman.
All 4 of them are here.
If you did a Marvel one and you said what was more recognisable, Spider-Man or Iron Man, Spider-Man by miles. If you
Well,
did,
okay, if you're listening, if you are watching, you've got this far, an hour or so in, you tell us what you believe is the most popular 5 Marvel characters.
most. All right. Well, I'll tell you right now.
Go on then.
Well, okay, so it's going to be what from now with the new movies and everything.
Sure, yeah.
So then it would be Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk. And,
I don't think that's true.
Not,
Spider-Man's still way more popular than Iron Man.
no, from the new movies.
Yeah.
No, if you're talking about the new kids that are coming in,
Spider-Man's still way more popular than Iron Man.
I don't think so.
Definitely.
If you take the people that have only seen the movies and you take the people that have read the
Okay,
comics,
then here's the poll. Who's more popular, Spider-Man or Iron Man right now?
Which leads us on
Iron
to
Man.
our next subject, Venom.
Venom.
Talk about Venom.
Actually, that is a good segue.
Venom's going to be good because if it's what I think it's going
Hell
to be, then
no.
it's going to be
How
good.
do you have Venom without Spider-Man?
No,
Because
he's in it. It's
No,
been
he's
confirmed.
not.
It's been confirmed.
Yeah, but he's not really in it.
Tom Holland is in that film.
He's not, but it's not the same storyline that Spider-Man was Venom, and then he lost Venom and then gave it to someone else.
Doesn't matter. He's in the film.
So, yeah, so that means they're probably going to fight in the next movie, next Spider-Man movie.
That's fine.
But-
Like, they have to. I think they have to change it because they want to take a darker tone with it, right?
They're going to play the last Venom comic, which was he was controlled, he was found, and then the army took over him and turned him into a super suit.
Yeah.
And they gave him to the Flash, the guy that was in the wheelchair in Spider-Man.
Yes,
comics.
yes, yeah. I know one.
And then he becomes an ultra army, but they can't control him completely. There's one episode where he's got a ISIS hostage. He won't give up what he's meant to do, so Venom takes over and bites his head off. And then there's like we can't really control him, but then they get attached.
Spoiler alert.
That's in the comic. I mean, if it goes down that way with the guns and stuff, then it'll be good. If it goes down an old school Venom story arc, then it'll be awful.
My biggest problem with that trailer, and I know it was a teaser trailer, blah blah blah.
No Venom,
but
mate.
you can't tease me with fucking Tom Hardy when I already know what that motherfucker looks like.
You got a bit of goo. You got the goo in the jar.
Why not show him at least, even if it's just in shadow, like a glimpse of the costume? Does it not worry you slightly they didn't show any of the costume?
No, because they're doing the long because it's going to be an after movie.
Then what was the point of the trailer?
To just to go, oh, there's Venom coming out,
Yeah.
and then it's going to be right. So everyone's going to stay and watch after the credits for every Marvel movie until they see it.
Okay, so do you think that they'll do an after credit scene for Civil War? Not Civil War, you know.
Yeah, it'll be the next
Infinity War.
Yeah, it'll be for the next bit of Infinity War.
So do you think that in Infinity War at the end, the Venom goo, if you like?
No, it will be. Well, no, but Venom's made by Fox, isn't it? It's not being made by Disney. It's not a Disney movie.
Sony, you mean?
Yeah, so it won't have an after credits. It won't have a connection. So it won't have one.
But
So
that would be the best way to do it, right? If I was going to do a film, I would wait till the after credits of Infinity War, where they're in space anyway, and the Guardians of the Galaxy's on a spaceship, and have the thing attached to the bottom of the ship as they kill him, or something like that.
Well, no, because it would have been like after Ragnarok.
Well, anyway,
That would have been good.
You could have
On the ship.
you could have included it in the universe. That's
But they
been
can't do it
established.
because it's a different company.
Yeah, Sony still owns the right to Venom.
Well, Sony still owns the right to Spider-Man as well.
Yeah, but they got them on lease or whatever it is. It's
Yeah.
stupid. But
Well, I'm worried.
it'll be alright. I don't think they'll fuck it up.
I
Because
think they're gonna fuck it.
Disney's got too much of input in Marvel now that they'd probably be like,
Yeah,
if you,
Marvel's got nothing to do with it. It's Sony.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, if they own the right, they definitely have more control over Spider-Man. So they're probably going to have some sneaking control over this movie.
So you're not worried. I'm worried.
I don't think it will be.
I'm a bit worried.
It
but
won't change the world, but I think it will be like a.
I really like Venom. I like the character.
Yeah, great.
I really don't want him to fuck up.
It'd be like a Suicide Squad-ish.
Do you think he should be a bad guy or an anti-hero?
If he goes the way I think he's going to be an anti-hero.
I want him to be a bad guy so much.
He won't.
He needs to
He
be.
can't. They won't put
Also,
him as a bad guy.
Also, I'm calling it. I bet you fucking Carnage is in it. I bet you any money. Even if
Someone's
it's
going to turn into Carnage.
even if it's the last scene in the film, like the government have created a new suit and it ends up being Carnage or something bollocks like
That would be the after credits in its own movie.
Yeah, I bet you any
Yeah.
money. Cletus, is it Cletus? Cletus Cassidy or something like that, who plays Carnage.
No, but they've got anti-venoms in there now as well.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be terrible.
It'll be
I'm
alright.
fucking calling it.
Yeah, be right.
Ash, where are you set?
I haven't seen the trailer, but something that I just thought of
Imagine Tom Hardy's head shaking a bit and then some black goo in it.
Yeah, have you seen Tom Hardy before? You've seen the trailer.
Never heard of that. The Cable movie. From what I remember.
You mean Deadpool 2?
You mean Deadpool 2?
No. I'm sure there's a Cable movie.
No, it's
Deadpool
Deadpool 2. There's no Cable movie.
Okay.
Cool.
or a Cable character is what I was going to refer
Yeah,
to.
he's in Deadpool 2.
I don't know if it was different in the comics, but the Cable character I remember in the X-Men cartoons being a black guy.
No,
that was Bishop.
That's Bishop.
Oh,
yeah.
Bishop. Yeah.
And I think Terry Crews is playing Bishop, isn't he?
Yes, right. Oh, is that true?
I don't know. Terry Crews is definitely in Deadpool 2, but I don't know who he is.
I didn't even know Bishop was in it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, they haven't confirmed it.
Bishop was the guy you're thinking of.
Are they doing an X-Force movie?
No, they're doing a TV series, aren't they? Right? Because
Yeah.
there's a bunch of like X-Men spin-off TV shows, and that brings me into my next section, which is
Who's your favourite X-Men?
no comic book shows and how like
They're all awful.
not just awful, but we are swamped now. We were already swamped with quite a lot of comic book films, as it were, and people are complaining as it is right now that cinema is more or less just comic book films, right?
Yeah.
But TV is way overtaken it, in my opinion. So the CW channel in the US shows all the DC stuff. So you got the Flash, the Legends of Tomorrow, the Arrow, which are all in the same universe.
I don't watch any of it.
Then you've got Gotham,
Don't
you've
watch
got Supergirl,
Didn't watch
you've
it.
got
Lucky Man.
Lucky. Is that DC?
That's
sure
that's
it's a Marvel
Vertigo, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a DC property.
So that's a DC property.
Punisher.
Punisher's Marvel.
Well, yeah, like
But,
Daredevil.
What's
Just-
Lucifer? Lucifer's DC as well, right? Or Vertigo? That's on Amazon.
Constantine, but they quit that out.
Constantine was on Amazon.
Preacher,
That's DC.
but that's Vertigo.
Preachers, so DC as well.
Yeah, that's Vertigo.
Well, okay, so but out of those,
Iron Fist.
There's a lot.
yeah, but that's just the DC. So the Marvel side of it, you got Agents of Shield. You've got the new X-Men spin-off, which is not X-Force. What the hell is it called?
X-School, back to school.
No, it's no, nothing to do with the school. It's-
X-Men musical.
I don't fucking remember what it's called now.
X-Men, the TV show.
It's like the New Mutants or something.
X-Men. Oh yeah, Mutant X.
No, but that was a show called that, but it's not
back
that.
to
Anyway,
what's it? USA High.
Someone worked out that the amount of DC and Marvel shows on TV at the moment,
Yep.
it would take 15 hours of your life
Yep.
to watch each episode a week. A week, 15 hours
Yeah,
to watch every single
it's all
one.
shit. Like, why would you watch any of it?
Well,
Yeah.
I season 1 of The Flash I really liked. I thought it was great.
Didn't watch it.
It got really bad after that.
Yeah.
Season 2 of Supergirl was very good. I'd not watched this season at all.
Constantine was good once they figured out his accent.
I hated Constantine.
I liked the last of
I
it.
hated
The first 4 episodes was like I really like him as a character, so I'm gonna hold off. And then it was just like, oh, okay, it got a little bit better, and then they cancelled it.
I enjoyed Constantine. I did. And Preacher, I love.
Preacher's the best
amazing.
comic book adaptation that I've seen.
All of the other ones, are
Yeah.
shit.
Not Dominic Cooper. What's his name? Who's the guy who plays the preacher?
I can't remember his
Is
name.
he called Dominic Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably.
He was on the this season of the Grand Tour.
Yeah.
As one of the celebrity face-offs.
Yeah.
I never knew that guy was British.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
He
Yeah.
does a really good. Well, I say a really good Texas accent. I was fooled, but yeah.
I think that's the best adaptation of a comic book I've seen because it's kept a lot of the things but changed it, and it's been really good.
Yeah,
None of it
yeah.
I've turned in and saying, "Oh, that doesn't work." All of
yeah.
it seems to work,
I'm with you there. I think it's definitely decent. I've enjoyed every episode.
and they kept Humperdew in it, which was the best bit.
They did.
And that was the lead singer of Matchbox. No, Matchbox 20. 30 Seconds to Mars was Humperdew.
Was he really?
Yeah, someone who was from a band. It was he came and played Humperdew.
Actually, you watched.
Probably about half or 3/4 of the first series of Punisher.
Sweet, cool.
So I'm going to say something a bit against the grain. I didn't like the Punisher series.
I haven't
In
watched
fact,
it.
I think most of the Marvel series on Netflix is pretty bad. I'm watching Black Lightning right now.
Luke
and
Cage was good.
I like
Luke Cage started well. Halfway, it got really bad. As soon as they killed off, what the hell was his name?
Oh, Diamondback.
Yeah.
Diamondback,
Well, as soon as they
yeah.
killed him off, it was bad
Yeah.
because the main bad guy after that was
The guy.
Awful.
No, Diamondback was the main bad guy. The guy before it was the king, or whatever his name is.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, Diamondback was the guy from Boardwalk
Spoiler
Empire.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The guy. The
Actually,
main...
no. I think about Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones was good.
Jessica Jones was good.
Daredevil fell off so hard, and it struggles to find its own identity half the time. I think Punisher, I just did not like. Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
That's it.
He hasn't watched anything else.
I've watched all sorts.
Did you not watch Preacher?
Sorry?
Did you not watch Preacher?
No.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
You should.
Amazon Prime and Netflix. Also a few
What's your logins?
of the
Always humble brags.
alternative.
You legally downloading?
Oh boy, he's a Cody boxer.
You got Cody Box.
I've become quite ingrained in the use of Android, so maybe I've been
He can't say anything
Doubling.
because of his job.
in the use.
Honestly, saving the streets of Plymouth
In the
while
use
pirating one film at a
of-
time.
Alternative means of viewing.
Oh,
television.
we don't-
Jesus Christ!
we don't
yeah,
care.
whatever. You're going to prison. Deal with it.
Okay. The FBI, they're listening.
What else was a?
But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of comic book stuff, right?
Yeah, it's
We
too
are
much.
absolutely saturated with
Too
it. at
much.
the moment. Is it time? What
It
else?
happened before. It happened before, back in the 80s, I guess. There was a bunch of it, and then it did get killed off.
But it's such big money now.
I think Marvel's made such a big plan that everyone's still excited for it.
Because we're about to move into phase 2 of Marvel's plan, right? So once Infinity War happens, we move into phase 2, the new Avengers, as it were. Because guaranteed to kill off, by the way, a bunch of characters in Infinity War. If you're not expecting it, it's going to happen. And I think they'll kill off Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. I think they'll kill off
I don't
Captain
think they'll kill him
America.
off. I think he'll retire.
I think they'll kill him off. I think they're going to kill him off as well as Captain America. The two big ones.
I don't think Captain America will die. I think that... No, okay, all right. Iron Man will die. Captain America will retire and give it to Russian Handman.
Bucky.
Because that's what's meant to happen.
Captain Bucky O'Hare.
And then, yeah, Iron Man might... No, because they've already done the Iron Man nearly dying spiel in the first one, so they probably won't kill him off.
They'll kill him off.
Someone's got to die.
There's going to be a bunch of deaths, I'm
They're
telling
not
you.
going to kill anyone off because it's money. If they kill him off, they can't do merch.
But they're already building the universe for new characters, aren't they? So they're already moving into the new era of Marvel. Black Panther's the beginning of it.
Ant-Man could die because I don't see Paul Rudd sticking around.
Why not?
I just don't see him doing it for that
Celery Man, you better stick around. Oh my God.
long. It's Matrix celery, man.
Yeah. Paul Rudd's one of my... in fact, Ant-Man's one of my favorite Marvel films because it's...
I don't know, Ragnarok blew out of the water for me. That was too good.
But it took 3-4 films for it to be good.
But that's because they let Chris, whatever his name is, actually have some input in the movie, and the director is a nut job.
Wow.
Have you guys not seen Ragnarok yet?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so funny. What's his name? The Rock Man.
Oh, God.
He's the director.
The Rock Man.
The guy that made The Rock. I can't remember his name.
That's not going to be someone like Jerry Bruckheimer or...
No. I know who the guy is. He's the director, but the actual character. Can't remember his name, but yeah, he's very, very funny in it.
Wow.
It's basically it's Flight of the Conchords, that comedy, but it's a giant rock man.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and it's very funny.
Well, we're moving past the hour mark at this point, so let's... I guess let's start wrapping up, really, because... I want to try and keep this down. I think we've covered quite a lot of ground. We spoke a lot about films and not a lot about games, which is very unusual for us.
Yeah, but Dragon Ball Z was alright, but none of us have really played it because we've been playing
Dragon Ball Fighter. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I bought it. I bought them both on the same day,
Yeah.
and I played Dragon Ball Fighter once. And I love it. I think it's the most beautiful fighting game I've ever seen in my life. But Monster Hunter is so
But it's
much
not
more fun.
monsters.
Yeah.
I really want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh yeah.
Oh, same. Yeah.
But I'm playing something else.
Got monsters to kill.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm with you.
Is Kingdom Come a single player?
Yes.
They'll always be around, won't it?
True.
No.
True.
Yeah.
What about games that are coming out in the future? Because I'm struggling to think what I'm going to play outside of Monster Hunter, that kind of life-absorbing game. What else?
Well,
is
there's
there?
already DLC coming out for it soon with another 4 monsters in it. And that
Let's-
monster looks terrifying.
Oh, spring. Yeah, it's not far
Yeah.
away, is it?
Then Death Stranding, whatever happens. Somebody's got to drop for that soon.
September, Sea of Thieves.
Is that September? Is
So
it?
far away, yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about it so far.
It's Kids of Icarus. What? Icarus? Guns of Icarus.
Guns of Icarus.
It's just Guns of Icarus on the sea.
It looks
And
way better than Guns of Icarus.
No, but it's the same entire idea.
Yeah.
But you can jump off and go and punch sharks.
But you can also go and do missions on islands.
Yeah, but there's no progression. Like, there's no upgrade. You are just these people.
That's not true, though, is it?
Yeah, it is. There's no real upgrade.
There has to be an end. There has to be an end.
No, there's got to be something to do. But it looks really silly.
That's the whole point. You run around.
The fact that it looks really silly makes me want to play it. And watching the video of the 4 guys running around on a ship, having no clue what they're doing, and like falling in and like trying to get back to the boat, it looks hilarious.
Yeah.
And so like,
Well, we'll all play that. Well, you're gonna play that on PC, though.
Yeah, we're not going to get Xbox One like an idiot, aren't we?
Well, I get the choice because choices are best.
Yeah, cool.
I have the
High
choice,
end
but I'm still
PC
gonna
or
get it on
or a
Your PC isn't high end anymore, mate.
It's still high end.
No, it's not.
I can still play alt spec. I've got an i7. I've got an overclocked i7, and I've got 2 SLI graphics cards.
Don't listen to him.
It's still high spec. Well, you're scrubbed here, piece of shit.
Mine's definitely middle.
That's why you got an Xbox One.
Ooh, cackles. All right, Sea of Thieves. What else?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. That's gonna be next year.
No, it's he's confirmed it.
What about Metal Gear?
Survive came out.
Yeah.
I ain't playing that.
No, okay. Ash, don't like games. Stu Sampson, what are you gonna be playing?
Nothing.
Football Manager 2019.
Yeah. That's right. Is there anything else? Nothing else.
Yeah, I can't.
Fun Fantasy Dissidia came out.
I keep seeing more and more about Kingdom Hearts 3. They keep dropping trailers.
Who cares? I didn't play any of them.
No, it's
Kingdom Hearts was great.
Yeah, it's decent.
It was real good.
What's decent?
It's decent game.
When that one comes out, it'll be cool.
Decent game.
I kind of wanted to get I can't remember what the game is called. Dissidia for PS4 as well.
Oh, it's a port, isn't it, from the PSP version?
Yeah,
But it's upgraded to fuck.
I enjoyed it on the PSP.
Jump around, punch and stuff.
It's cloud.
Worth checking out.
I can't. Apart from Sea of Thieves, I don't think there's anything I'm really looking forward to anymore.
All the cardboard. Labo.
The Switch.
Nintendo
Actually,
Labo.
to be fair, Switch are really like pulling it out of the
Dark
bag.
Souls is coming out on Switch.
That's soon, isn't it?
Yep. Doom was great.
Bayonetta has just come out.
Bayonetta, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get some more stuff on the Switch.
Yeah, maybe I'm
Play
just
Switch more.
sell my other consoles and just go straight to Switch.
Have you not got a Switch?
Yeah, I've got a Switch, PS4 and a Xbox One.
Sell the Xbox.
I'm not selling my Xbox.
You get any money for it, but sell it. Just get rid of it. It's a waste of time.
Could get some.
Get like 40 quid for it.
Never gonna sell it.
Cool.
Loser. All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. So we're at what? An hour and.
It's about an hour
minutes.
and 10, 20.
Hour and 10 minutes after the 10 minutes of not being able to start.
Because Stu's really bad at introductions.
It's been a long time since I've had to do an introduction, to be fair. It's been a long time since we've done a podcast. It's been a while.
So, till next week.
We say next week, but
well, no, you'll never see me
we'll
again.
have more consistent stuff. James loves coming.
It's not
here.
happening. Sorry, guys.
It's happening. And keep an eye on our channel for.
Don't.
Keep an eye on our channel for other stuff that we're doing.
Isn't. Nothing's happening.
Keep your ears to the ground. Subscribe to our page. Subscribe to our video.
Surprise for our Patreon.
Subscribe here or there or wherever you put it.
He's not, because he's not going to put it.
Give our channel a like. Ash, you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, are you? No, you will be as
but not to
87.
If he doesn't subscribe to our YouTube channel tonight, I'm gonna
subscribe to Ash's.
I'm gonna sprite his face out.
Subscribe to Ash's YouTube.
I don't have a YouTube channel with any
Ash
content.
Ash at Black Panther, saving Plymouth streets.com.
Blackhype.brazzers.com.
I should review food.
Well, yeah, you can do that.
He could be. That was the other one. Review bra. That's good.
Review bra. Well, on that, we're gonna leave it there.
Yeah, cool. All right.
So from me, Stu, goodbye. From the rest of them,
Bye.
and James is a prick.
No, he ain't. No.
Peace out.